Newcastle are finally coming out the other side of an injury crisis, with Eddie Howe offering positive updates. Related articles. Newcastle boss Eddie Howe has provided positive injury updates on Kieran Trippier, Miguel Almiron, Joelinton and Fabian Schar. The Magpies face a tough trio of remaining Premier League fixtures, with qualification for European football for next season on the line. Howe side host Brighton on Saturday before successive away games against Manchester United and Brentford. Newcastle are sixth in the top flight and could secure qualification for the Europa League or Conference League. In a major boost to those hopes, an injury crisis that has plagued Newcastle's season finally appears to be subsiding. Howe revealed that Trippier is closing in on a return, having been absent for 2 months with a calf injury. The right back may even feature against Brighton in Newcastle's final home match this weekend. He's getting closer, Howe said of the England international. Hes trained this week for the first time with the group, which is brilliant. Function load off script, let flag TCF loaded == undefined flag TCF loaded ==.0 load off script express app log load OVP flag TCF loaded new date else document.add event listener TCF loaded = load off script express app log load OVP TCF loaded new date, 1500. You can see the strength of the group returning with key figures back. He trained well. It's been a good week for him and we'll make a decision on him today. Meanwhile, Almiron has been missing since lasting just 10 minutes of Newcastle's dramatic 4-3 win over West Ham on March 30th. Joelinton has played just once this year after undergoing groin surgery. Asked about the duo, Howe responded, "They have trained well. It's been a good week for them. They're still building their robustness," is the best way to describe it. There were also fears that defender Fabian Schar might miss the remainder of the season after hobbling off with a hamstring injury in the 5-1 thrashing of Sheffield United on April 27. But Howe says that the Swiss star, his most used player during his 100-game reign, is making improvements. "I don't think he'll figure tomorrow," Howe said of Schar. "Let's wait and see about next week. He's certainly improving and feeling good." Anthony Gordon, meanwhile, has been urged to focus on performing well after missing out on the end-of-season Premier League award nominations. The 22-year-old winger, who has excelled this term, was not put forward for either the Player of the Year or Young Player of the Year gongs. "I don't pay too much attention to these things," Howe said. "I haven't spoken to Anthony, but he just needs to focus on performing well. He's been outstanding this season, and if he's not in the mix for awards, I'd be very surprised."